Can tell us the significance of this event and maybe perhaps also focus on this.
Yeah, so my name is Calvin Jodisi. I'm the CEO and founder of African Summit on Entrepreneurship and Innovation, which is called Ascent Africa. Today we're actually attending the Global NGO's Stakeholders Summit in courtesy of the invite by Adams. And as an organization, we're actually basically supporting this summit in terms of the panel sessions, the panel sessions, the speakers, and all that for this particular session. So, and the session has been quite impressive and quite impactful in terms of the results and kind of the conversation that we've been having, which has been quite impactful. Yes. Yes. So as an NGO, I mean, as definitely you know, that climate change is one of the key focus, especially right now that the world is really changing dramatically. And so we've been having conversation also around climate change, around access to finance, and how can we have stakeholders engage more in the climate impact related programs as well. Yeah. Part of the collaborations, because as I know, with the limited kind of funding that the NGO world has, we need to come together and be able to support one another in one way or the other. So there's so many avenues for us to be able to collaborate, mostly not necessarily financially, but in different ways. So that's why we're coming together and say, can we be able to look at different ways of collaboration that not necessarily entails finances, but we can collaborate through other ways. For example, we can collaborate in coming up with a curriculum together, we can co-joint and do a project together and all that, and that actually becomes quite impactful.
Maybe do you think there's a need for Africa to unite and come together in this summit?
Yes. So the NGO world is quite big, and Africa plays a very big role when it comes to the impact when it comes to NGOs around the world. And so I think it's high time that Africans come together and be able to know how do we make sure that we sustain also our non-profit organization fundings, not necessarily depending on the West every time, depending on the EU, the USAIDs and all that, but are we able to even have our own funding channel or funding programs that we can actually fund our own initiatives? Yeah. My party shot is, the world has really changed. The world has drastically changed, and it's upon us to be able to see the value of sustainable partnerships for us to be able to enhance impact across Africa. Thank you.